2024, it's a whole new ticket of ideals has been unveiled. The Unity ticket. Me myself, I'm not really familiar with the Unity ticket. This is probably the first time I've heard of it, but from the very little bit of time that I've noticed that I've been checking up on this Unity ticket, I understand where it's coming from and how it was born. Because people got tired of all these labels and pronoun this and cisgender that and that ideology bleeding into how laws are being made and enforced in different cities, which has spawned a spike in crimes in a lot of cities and states across this country. And it's just, we're worried as a whole, we're worried about all the wrong things. And both parties can be blamed for this because there's a lot of infighting going on with both parties who want to better position themselves so that they can benefit, whether it's more power, more money, both the same. In general, I mean, that is the problem. A lot of our politicians are motivated by the wrong things. They are human. They are men and women. That's understandable. But when your policies affect regular people, other human beings, and you are being immoral in making your decisions, that is a problem. And I believe this is where this movement is indeed coming from, how it was born, the ideology behind it, why it's here. So let's hear a little bit about the Unity Party.
Correspondent Jackie Heinrich has breaking details tonight from Albuquerque, New Mexico, where President Biden is speaking. Good evening, Jackie.
Good evening to you, Brett. A centrist group called No Labels is quietly mobilizing a major bid to launch a bipartisan unity ticket in 2024 as an alternative for voters, as former President Trump and President Biden each move closer to launching their own re-election bids. Now, No Labels insists that it is not actively considering any specific candidates for the unity ticket, which would feature a Republican and a Democrat, but whispers of political moderates being eyed for the job include Democratic Senator Joe Manchin and Republican Governors Charlie Baker and Larry Hogan. The group also says it will stand down if the unity ticket looks like it could become a Ralph Nader type spoiler, but they're doing the groundwork now to get signatures needed for ballot access, so a third choice will be ready if the two major parties nominate two divisive candidates. This election cycle, both Biden and Trump have been trying to boost midterm voter turnout for their respective parties by painting the other side as extreme and as a threat.
And we need a landslide so big that the radical left, they just can't. The radical left cannot rig or steal it.
Extreme MAGA Republicans just don't threaten our personal and economic rights. They embrace political violence.
We'll soon see a measure of their sway among voters, but No Labels chief strategist Ryan Clancy tells Fox 3/4 of the country thinks we're on the wrong track, and that includes majorities of Democrats, independents, and Republicans. Most Americans don't have favorable views of either party or the top leaders in them, and they think both sides are too captive to the extremes. No Labels says their internal polling shows that a unity ticket could win the Electoral College in at least 23 states, representing more than 270 electoral votes, and they are tracking a major convention for the first quarter of 2024 to potentially announce this unity ticket, Brett.
An election ahead, but already 2024 talk. Jackie Heinrich with the president of New Mexico. Jackie, thanks.
Well, there you have it. I'm going to leave a link to this article down below. You guys let me know what you think. I seen this coming a long time ago. And the worst things got as far as all the labels, basically. And that's basically the root of a lot of this. You know, call me this, so I'm going to get offended in the workplace. Oh, I'm going to go to HR and get you fired. Where does it stop? So you mean to tell me you're going to take away somebody's livelihood because they choose to call you, refer to you as what you were born as, if they don't know your name? And if they know your name, they call you by your name. But if you were born one way, that's how you should be referred to. And it's just gotten way out of control. So I'll leave a link to this down in the description box. You guys let me know what you think. And tell me if you didn't see this coming a long time ago. That we would get to the point finally where people would just flat out, and I'm talking about the moderates that are more in the middle, but they have political leanings to one way or another, but they're foundational moderates at best. And even though I might be more conservative, I'm more lax on things like, for example, I think marijuana should be legal in every state. And it should be regulated, and the penalty should be that of alcohol. It should be taxed the same as alcohol. That in itself would generate extra money for every state. But people want to put it in a category that it has never belonged in, like with the hard drugs, like the cocaine and the crack and the heroin and the meth and all that stuff. And that was always a bunch of nonsense. Also, gateway drug to get to these other drugs. That whole argument has always been stupid to me. So if you start exercising at a young age, oh, you should stop exercising because that's a gateway to you taking steroids in the future. That's just that has always been a dumb way to think, in my opinion. So, and I'm more conservative in a lot of other ways. As far as the Constitution and the rights of the people, freedom of speech, right to bear arms, that sort. So, but people like me who are well balanced tend to get phased out of society. We get overlooked. We get shouted out of debates and discussions because they trying to drown out our voices to make it seem like none of us exist. But there's a lot of us that exist. A lot of us who think down the middle in a righteous manner. And I think, in my personal opinion, that's where movements like this Unity Party that's festering and bubbling in the grassroots level, that's where these type of movements are born. From people who think and act in more of a balanced manner. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on this. You guys let me know what you think down below in the description box. Jump in the comments. And let me know what you think about the Unity Party and parties similar that will be born in the future. This is only the